Dale and I are back up here at the Agua Dolce Loop in Mount Laguna, but before I get into today's run, just want to take care of some business real quick. So perhaps you've noticed in my video descriptions on my shorts recently, or the hyperlink on my homepage, that I'm part of the affiliate program with First Form. Odds are you haven't noticed that because I haven't made much mention of it, and because most people don't read the video description. So yeah, last week I just became an affiliate with them. Not a huge deal. They do like to leverage normal micro influencer, which I guess I'm in that category, people that use their products. And so full transparency on that, I don't yet use their products. I currently use a different brand when it comes to protein and creatine, basically out of convenience, only because I started using them a while ago, and now all of that information is saved in my shop app, so I just click one button and it shows up. So if you use the affiliate link that's going to be in the description of this video, for that you'll have to copy and paste into your browser, and then if you want the hyperlink, you could just go to my homepage on my channel and click that, and that'll take you to First Form, and anything you buy during your first purchase, I receive about a 25% commission from. So if you use that currently, because I don't currently use their supplements, I encourage you to do your own research. Even after I do start using their supplements and give my honest assessment on them, I would still encourage you to do your own research for any supplement company that you're going to use. I'm waiting right now on a couple different items from them. As I said, I'm currently using a different company for protein and creatine. I just ordered right before I got accepted into the affiliate program. So I'm going to utilize that until it's done and then swap everything over to First Form. The supplements that I didn't already have, that I'd had my eyes on, well, sorry, just one of them, would be the essential chain amino acids. I've been looking at getting into the BCAAs for a while, and all those are is just some essential amino acids that your body doesn't produce on its own, but it does get from high protein foods, mostly meats, but there are some plant-based foods that you can get those from as well. And what it does or can do is encourage protein synthesis in your muscles. So basically help with building strong, healthy muscles, especially for recovery when it comes to breaking those muscle fibers down during working out. So I've been looking into that for a while. I'm not going to sit here and pronounce all of those amino acids that you get out of it, but the essential amino acid formula that they have has all 9 essential amino acids, whereas the BCAAs only contain 3 of those. So just like with protein and creatine, you get those from foods, but if you're doing all this extra work in the gym and really punishing those muscles, it doesn't hurt to supplement a little bit to make sure that you're getting the amount that you require. So waiting on the ECAAs to come in. Bought those from First Form. And then secondly is their hydration sticks. The current hydration sticks I have right now, I probably should have read ingredients a little bit better, have caffeine in them. I don't like that in my hydration stick when I'm trying to rehydrate, especially running out here on the trails after I've just climbed a steep hill and my heart's pumping. I don't really need to add any more stimulant to my heart at that time. So I'd rather just have a hydration stick that just replenishes the sodium I've lost. And then also their hydration sticks contain vitamin C, potassium, 0 sugar, 0 calories, calcium, zinc, and a couple other natural ingredients in there as well. Once I have those supplements and used them a little bit, I'll give a nice review on them, have an honest assessment on them. But in the meantime, do your own research. If you'd be so kind as to copy and paste the link in the description. Again, I get commissions off of your purchases at no extra cost to you, or you can just go straight to the hyperlink in the homepage. Now about this run today. So we're back here at the Agua Dolce Loop. I'm taking it a little bit easier on Dale this week. It was kind of rough on him last week with the snow. That being said, what a difference a week makes. It's actually super warm out here. I'm going to pop this jacket off here in a minute. But last week we had probably at least 5 inches of snow on the trail. It was low 30s when we got up here. It might have even been the 20s when we first got up here. and freezing cold. Now it's in the 60s. We're the only ones up here, which is beautiful. Last week when we got back to the truck, it was mayhem, which I completely understand everybody coming up from the city to enjoy the 1 or 2 snowfalls you get up here a year. But we're going to keep it short for Dale. He was extra sore after running in that snow last week. This is the very first trail he and I have ever run. We've run it a few times since that first time, and it's a little less than 6 miles. I think sometimes we touch the 6-mile mark when we get back to the truck, depending on if we take the little cutoff to our favorite little bench that overlooks the meadows up here where we can watch the cows. We saw some deer on the drive in. But I've rambled on for quite some time. This is going to be a heck of an opener. If you've held on this long to watch me ramble, then please enjoy the rest of the video where we do this 6-ish mile loop.
Must have messed with the setting on the mic as it's been turning off, but we're a mile in. As I said back at the truck, difference a week makes. It is warm enough for shorts and a t-shirt right now, whereas last week I had to get all bundled up in many different layers. But I never posted last week's video in the snow, so I'll make sure I'll get that one up this week. I'll probably upload this video today to get back on track, and then just do a little bonus trail run video sometime during the week next week, as I found out that my biggest fans, my nieces and nephews, prefer the videos with Dale on them. So that being said, let me get Dale on it, which is completely understandable that Dale would be the star of the show. Dale, your nieces and nephews want to see you. Yeah, whatever. Nothing's more important than him pushing through this run, being out here with nature. That's what he enjoys. But if he were to ever meet his nieces and nephews, I'm sure he'd love the heck out of them. We are cruising along the Aua Dolce Loop. I've probably done this trail close to a dozen times, I'd imagine. So I know all the nooks and crannies and the turns, everything else. There's a streak of big, beautiful trees here. We have another portion with some big, magnificent trees in it as well that we pass later on around mile 3 or 4 or so. But we'll dump out from here into a little stream, dried up creek bed. I'd say about 99% of the time that I come through here, it's dried up, and then dip out into a meadow where the cows are when there's cows out here. I don't think there's cows out here right now. And probably head up to our favorite little bench that overlooks that meadow. Still some little patches of snow. The melted snow is causing semi-muddy conditions on the trail, but right now I'm on a pretty good dry patch. And we'll see you at mile 2. All right, that's 2 miles. So we're cruising right along. I think for the first time ever in the mountains, my watch just told me that we are in the desired heart rate zone. So that's good. It means things are working. I can feel it. We're up here at a decent elevation in the 4 to 5K range, but we're still able to push through and cruise along. This trail is a little flatter than most trails. You still cover about 500 and something feet in just under 6 miles, so it's got some climb to it, but not as rocky and uneven as some of the other trails that we do on the eastern side of the highway that are in the more jagged mountains over there overlooking the desert, whereas right now we're on a nice smooth dirt path more up in the woods. 2 miles down. There goes Dale for the number 1 fans, niece and nephews. Cool shot of him disappearing into the distance as he always does. Comes and checks on me and then does his own thing. But 2 miles down, which means approaching the halfway point. We'll be past halfway at the next mile marker. We'll get, gotta clean that up. We'll get Dale his food, his water at the picnic bench, and then press on. All right, let me clean up this poop. All right, we're cruising right along. We're 3 miles in, just shy of our little bench that we're gonna stop at, so that Dale can take a quick break. But yeah, this short run will be over possibly quicker than I imagined. I was hoping to get some sweet B-roll for a short out here in this meadow, but the light isn't great. A lot of shadows, so you'd barely see me. Not that that's what you want to see anyway, as my back fat sucks my t-shirt up into my glove handles. Speaking of that, getting into diet a little bit. When I'm trying to lift these heavy weights, I don't necessarily diet. I just kind of seafood, eat food, just because I know I'm going to need a little bit of those extra calories to help me lift those heavier weights. But that extra weight carries over, and I have to haul it through these trails, so it makes the trail running a little bit more difficult, a little heavier on the breathing. I'm not somebody to bulk up and lean out and bulk up and lean out. The number that does on your overall internal system there is not good for you. It's rough on your heart and all your other vital organs down there. So I will likely probably end this current 8-week block that I'm on, and then clean up the eating a little bit, but not lean out. I might drop a few pounds, and that's about it. But yeah, back to the B-roll. We're coming up to some sun, so I might take a couple B-roll shots here. And for those of you not familiar with the film industry, or not as versed in it as someone such as myself, I'm mainly talking to you, Paul. I saw your ransom video about yourself on your Instagram, and you look like you just got abducted. But that's just poking fun, because Paul is very successful on pretty much everything else that he touches other than the camera. And I understand his discomfort. It took me a minute to get a little more comfortable talking to a camera like this. But now it's whatever. If you think I'm an idiot, it's probably because I am. So it shows on film. Who cares? And also, I'm just poking fun at you, Paul. If you've watched this video long enough to see me call you out, I definitely respect you and admire all the success that you have with everything from building a restaurant to doing loop-de-loops on your airplane. So please don't be offended. And I am going to stop mile 3 here, try to get that B-roll I was talking about. I got a little ray of sunshine over here I'll run through. And then me and Dale are gonna go up on that hill, hopefully the camera's pointing at it, and sit on our bench and listen to the birds and stare at the meadow as the sun comes up over it. Probably one of the most peaceful places that exist in Southern California. I love it. I'll end it with Dale running at me. Come on, buddy. There you go. There you go, buddy. Hiya. Hiya. We're gonna go on the hill, we'll get you some water. All right, see you in a bit. All right, we are now 4 miles in. I just think because there was a long pause between the 3 and 4 mile mark as we, oh man, that sun is awesome. That feels amazing. But there was a long pause between the 3 and 4 mile mark as we took a few videos for a short that I'll post later. And then stopped up at our favorite, most peaceful bench on the planet and took in the views for a little bit. So the time between mile 3 and 4 is much longer than the time between miles 2 and 3, and hopefully miles 4 and 5, as we're just gonna keep pressing through the rest of this run right now, or right now a hike, fast hike we'll say, and then we'll probably be mostly at this pace until we get back on the road. And then there's some areas where I can pick up the pace there, probably at least shuffle my feet going up the uphill. Most of the incline on this trail is done here at the end, last 2-ish miles or so. But the sun is peeked out up over the trees, covering a lot of the trail, drying up the mud, and feels amazing on the bare skin. What a way to start a morning. Okay, I will see you at mile 5. All right, we are just past 5 miles. I typically do this run in less than an hour, or at least that's what I shoot for. That's not gonna happen today. A, I didn't stop my watch. Most of the times I went back and forth to get recordings. And B, I ain't breaking any records, as I always say. But we'll be in just over an hour. We're coming close to the end here, less than a mile anyway. We'll pass the primary parking lot, which has the vault toilets in it and more room for parking. And then we're like I wouldn't even say a quarter of a mile further where we parked today, where I like to park right across from the campgrounds up here. And we'll check back in at the finish line when we get to the truck. See you then. All right, so that wraps up our Aua Dolce Loop run. Did just over 5 miles in just over an hour. Stopping to take plenty of video and pictures. Dale's laying here in the shade, which is what he loves to do when we finish up these runs. Sip his water and sit in the shade. So, quick summary. We talked in the beginning about my affiliate code. I'd appreciate it if you use it. I won't get any more into that. If you've watched this far, I greatly appreciate it. So I do these videos mainly to help people, right? That's the priority, is hopefully people are watching, my workout breakdown videos or my full workout videos, and they're thinking, oh man, I could add that to my workout, or that's how I do this lift, or oh, that's what this is for. And then they see these run videos, and maybe perhaps it's people that are kind of stuck at home during a harsh winter, can't really get outside and do this. They can sit down and watch this and enjoy this. Or perhaps it's kind of showing you something that you can get out and do every weekend once you're living that healthy, fit lifestyle. Not that you can if you're not living a healthy, fit lifestyle. I've seen people who I wouldn't consider in the greatest shape climbing up the cables of Half Dome before. So obviously, no matter what shape you're in, you can still get out and move. But if you're feeling better, odds are you're looking better. You could come out and enjoy this type of stuff whenever you want. I come out every Saturday, and it's some of the most enjoyable stuff I get to do. So that's the primary reason I'm utilizing YouTube to share these videos. Secondary is to, admittedly, eventually make a business out of it. So I'm putting together some of my programs. That's kind of why I'm working through these programs. It's really just been one big program, and then my intention is obviously to sell that program. In the process of developing a website. So once I have the website up, I'll put more details out there as to how to buy the current program that I'm working on. And then also I'll have in there some coaching and some additional things as well, to include free stuff like March 1st, so tomorrow, I am starting a 31-day challenge where I'm going to work out every single day for 31 days. I say work out, but execute my routine. And so what that 31 consecutive days does for you is establishes the routine. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going out and hitting it hard every single day for 31 days. It means that you're going to the gym, whether it be to hit your lift or to hit your recovery day through stretching or light walking, whatever the case may be. And then after the 31 days, you've reestablished your routine and you're right back in it. And it just kind of helps firm up that consistency. So if you want to join me on that 31-day challenge, that'll be free. And then also, you don't even have to use a tracker at all. You can just kind of follow along with the videos that I'll post every single day, mostly going to be shorts, and share your own experiences, comment on those, just let me know how your 31 days is doing. So that's it for this Saturday run. That's all I got to put out, and I will see you on the next one.